Shalom, shalom, shalom. We're here with Birds of a Feather, and we're starting this draft. And we have Mr. Izzy's mock draft pick right before the official draft, which is in a couple of hours. And we want to hear what Mr. Izzy has to say as far as his mock draft. So, if Mr. Izzy, if you want to take us away and tell us what you see and what you think about it.
Well, the day's the day. It's been a long little while. I've been on the PFF. It's like a little mock fantasy. You be the owner, so I'll just kind of keep it real close, you guys. It's a good day, and I decided to make the picks. If I was making the choices and certain reasons of players who I think could be utilized, so I guess whenever we get a chance, we'll get down to them. But let's just get ready for the draft. Let's see what's going to happen tonight, and hopefully some of the things I made, hopefully some of them will work out. Or if there's somebody else who we want, let's go ahead and get them when we select them in the draft. So I'm excited.
Okay, so who you think is gonna be number one, the number one draft pick?
The first pick I think is going to probably be C.J. Stroud. Probably be a quarterback. Bryce Young is very good, but for Alabama. But the reason I think he won't go number one, I just got a weird feeling that he'll probably go number two to Houston. So that's kind of my predictions for tonight.
Okay, well, who's the number one pick?
The number one pick is going to be the Carolina Panthers. They're going to be able to make a choice for who do they want for the first pick. So
Okay, so you
they'll
think
be on the clock.
Stroud is going to go to Carolina?
That's what I'm going to predict. I'm going to predict Stroud to Carolina. And
Okay, and number
for,
two will be who?
I think it's going to be Bryce Young from Alabama. He'll probably be number two.
Okay, so at number three.
Number three, there is a guy by the name of Will Anderson Jr., defensive end. I think he's going to go number three.
And what team is that?
That is the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, all right, and then round team number four.
Four is going to be the Colts. This is going to be tough, but I'm going to say, and this could be a big mistake if they do this, quarterback Will Levis from the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think he's a good pick, but he's very prototypical of what people like, but I don't see him really being a good quarterback. But if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But that's why I see at number four.
So what he's about 6'3"?
Yeah, about 6'4", 6'5".
Oh yeah.
Uh, big quarterback with the big arm. We've seen those stories a lot of times, and they really don't pan out all the time. But that's typically what teams are looking for. So we'll see. I think Will Levis number four.
Okay, that's around that Josh Allen. What's his name? Size, like the guy that was for the
Manning.
yeah. Manning was like what 6'6".
Yeah, about
Yeah.
6'6". Big Josh
Okay.
Allen.
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger type of quarterbacks. When it
And
works, it's good.
Cam Newton was about that size, wasn't he? About 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, he was around there, about
Yeah.
around that size. So
Okay,
we'll
so
see.
that's number four.
That's number four.
All right, what's your number five?
Number five, I got Jalen Carter to Seattle. So
What is he?
he's a defensive interior.
Defensive interior. Okay. Okay. Well, we lost him on that. See if he's gonna come back on.
Can you see it?
Well, yeah, it's just not really coming up good. But you can just read them off to us as the teams, and they'll be able to
Okay.
hear.
Well, number five, you have Jalen Carter, defensive interior from Georgia. He got into that situation with the car accident at the championship. And number six, I think I have the Detroit taking Jackson Smith, he's a wide receiver from Ohio State. Number 7,
What team was that?
that's the Detroit Lions.
Okay, number 5.
Number 5 is Jalen Carter, Georgia, defensive interior.
But what team is he going to?
He's going to Seattle.
Seattle Seahawks. Okay.
And
So
then
now you get number 7.
number 7, you got the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to say, wow, that would shock a lot of people. So I kind of don't want to say it, but it's the Raiders. I'm going to go with what they came up with on this prediction. Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. He's reminiscent of Cam Newton. So let's see how that turns out.
And that's at number 8?
It's at number 8.
And that's how many quarterbacks you done picked already? 3?
1, 2, 3, 4. The first one was Stroud. Second was Bryce Young. The third was Will Levis. And the fourth, Anthony Richardson.
Okay. And number 9?
Number 9 is the Chicago Bears. I think they're going to take Devon Witherspoon, cornerback from Illinois. So I think he's an Illinois guy. People think he's going to go number 3, but I got a feeling he'll drop down to number 9.
Number 9?
I think he's going to go 9th.
Okay, and number 10?
Number 10, I think it's kind of a contradicting choice. My choice for the Eagles is going to be just take Bijan Robinson. That's my choice. A lot of people think to take a tackle, Peter Skoronsky, or to take a defensive interior guy, Elijah Cansey. But I'm gonna stick with 10, Bijan Robinson. So I'm gonna say 10 is gonna be Bijan Robinson, and then when the Eagles get down to 30, I'm going to pick the guy that I've always wanted, that I know a lot of people aren't prepared for, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm going to take a tight end, Darnell Washington. So I don't think it'll happen, but if it was my choice, that's where I'm going.
So that's at number 10 till we get to the Eagles. So I'm going to ask you this question. Do you foresee anywhere in between 10 and 1 somebody coming in and trading any of those players to just say like number 2? Instead of getting Bryce Young, somebody comes in, offers them a trade to pick up the number 2, and then they get that number 2 pick and they give them maybe a quarterback they already have that's proven?
I don't think they're going to give a quarterback because Lamar Jackson just got his contract today. I think someone in the top 5 is going to trade back because someone is going to fall in love with a certain player and they're going to draft up to go get him. So I think a guy like a Will Levis, he could potentially go even top 3. A guy like Anthony Richardson, he could even go top 5. So what I'm going to predict is going to happen. I think at least one time there's going to be a trade in the top 5, and at least one time in the top 10.
So where's Baltimore picking at?
The Baltimore Ravens are picking at number 22.
So they're not going to be even dealing with a quarterback.
Nope. Today they just signed Lamar Jackson, and now he has the highest contract. So I'm happy for him. He's got like 5 years, 2.
So the contract for Jalen probably lasts about a week and a half, maybe.
Yeah,
as the highest paid quarterback or highest paid person in the NFL. So
yeah,
definitely. I kind of foresaw that. I said it's not going to be long lived. Neither will any of them be long lived as long as people come in at different times.
Definitely. So I'm happy for Lamar. And I'm definitely happy for Jalen. So I'm saying, hey, it wouldn't have mattered if it was for 1 minute. That moment in history that you made is great. I'm happy for Lamar. He's got the money he wants. So let's just keep continuing for people to get what they're rightfully owed. So I'm satisfied for everyone involved.
Okay, so you want to go through the other one? You want to read, like, go through 10, number 10 and on, and just give them the number and who, if you could just read it out and I'll just let it go.
No,
Through
I'll just
30.
read the list. You have 11, Tennessee. They got t- tackle Peter Sikorsky. Texas at 12, tight end Dalton Kincaid. And at 13, you got Green Bay Nolan Smith. 14, Patriots. You got the tackle Paris Johnson Jr. 15, you got defensive interior Kalijah Cansey. And at 16, Washington Commanders got Miles Murphy, defensive end. 17, Joey Porter, cornerback to the Steelers. 18, Detroit Lions, cornerback Deontay Banks. 19, Broderick Jones to Georgia, tackle. 20, Seattle, Brian Branch, safety. 21, Quentin Johnston, wide receiver, TCU. 22, Baltimore, tight end, Michael Mayer. 23, the Vikings, wide receiver, Jordan Addison. 24, Jacksonville Jaguars, edge, Luca Ness. 25, tackle, Darnell Wright to the Giants. 26, Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback to Mississippi State. 27, Tyree Wilson, edge to Texas. To the Buffalo Bills. 28, edge, Will McDonald IV to the Bengals. The Saints will take tackle Anton Harrison. And the 30th, the 30th, I'll make another correction. 30th, I have Osiris Torrance, guard from Florida. And then 31st, Mozzie Smith, defensive interior, Michigan. So I take that back. Number 30, I think it'll be a guard, Osiris Torrance. And that's what I predict to be the top two for the Eagles. I'm expecting Brian Robinson and Osiris Torrance. And if not, hopefully next time I make a video, I'll be satisfied. But a few more hours, we're going to find out one way or the other which way it's going to go.
Okay, well, won't you send me those predictions? I'll put them up, get them on the file. And as soon as the predictions are over for this first round, we're going to go back and see how you did on your mock draft. But I think what's going to be amazing is to see when the first trade happens, or the first, they throw that first one off. Then it usually like how would you say, like a domino effect, because everything you could have lined up now because of that one person, the team starts shifting and moving around and making backdoor deals. So I'm sure we're going to see that. We just don't know when. We don't know if we're going to see it at number 6, at number 15, or number 20. But sooner in that, it's going to be a trade, a shift, or something. And that's what I know I want to see, and how it all pans out as we get ready.
So I'll get those picks out, and everybody, you guys,
all right, this is Birds of a Feather. We checking out. We're going to come back a little later on tonight, see how Mr. Izzy, my prediction, did. So y'all be blessed. We'll see you in a momento.
Later.